Happy Halloween, everyone. Mr. Storkin here. Welcome to a special episode of Mortal Kombat X. Well, it is the first DLC character, guest character, I specify. As we are taking a look at Jason Voorhees today. If you could, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, as this helps us out with the YouTube algorithm. As we do talk, we are going to play as the murderer of Crystal Lake. So yeah, if you could, hope you enjoy these 13 hours of Halloween as we get into it. Jason Voorhees. Yeah, our plan is that we are going to go in with all of the DLC characters. The guest characters are specified because we'll do Bo Show and Triborg after Halloween, but we're going to take care of all four of them, kind of in a nice way to celebrate Halloween because they're all kind of horror-based. I'm going to go Unstoppable because that's the form of Jason that I ultimately just enjoy playing as. Now let's go and take on the tower. First opponent's going to be Bo Show. Interesting. Makes sense that we'll be going against the DLC character of Wave 2, but yeah, let's get to it.
Jason Voorhees? Round 1.
Say Jason's not much of a talker is understatement. So yeah, this is Jason Voorhees, main villain of the, oh, wow. That was an interesting grab. Main villain of the Friday the 13th movies. Even though he wasn't the villain of the first ones, I love that grab. He's very just stoic and powerful. I'm actually enjoying playing as this version of Jason. Surprise, surprise. But, this is the main villain of Friday the 13th movies. Starting with the second one, actually, because Jason wasn't... Well, they did have the Hook, the hockey mask killer, and it was important. He wasn't really relevant until the second one, because the first one, it was kind of just a rumor, because it was someone's mom. I don't remember who, because I haven't seen any of the Friday the 13th movies, but I just know because it's an interesting factoid. But Jason's become this really important character in popular culture because of just the hockey mask victory, hockey mask and the saw are just iconic.
Jason wins.
And also Friday the 13th kind of helped popularize these teen murder movies that are almost like cliche, where like they go away for the weekend. Makes sense that we're going against a combat kid. Yes, I know the term is combat kid, not the next gen. That's my fault. I looked it up and it's like, oh, they're called combat kids. Cool. But let's have Jason take care of Cassie. I bet there's going to be a great intro there.
This is where you run away.
Round 1.
Yeah, Jason's really great at talking. So Jason's just kind of this towering brute, almost like Frankenstein's monster in that regard, I think. If I had to compare it to like anything else, that would be it.
Caged.
Okay, way to stay caged, Cassie. Ow. It appears that his weakness is agile characters like Cassie, so that's good to know. But he does have this healing ability that I did want to get, because he can be resurrected. Because apparently Jason just... If you are a horror movie villain, you cannot die at all. It's like rule, because there's always someone who's bringing you back to life. Like there's always like Jason in Hell, Jason in Space. No, those are or Jason in the Hood, but those are Leprechaun movies. Again, I'm not the biggest horror fan because I get very squeamish, especially because horror movies kind of just lost their edge for me. Ow, where they're just about showing violent stuff. And not really about like giving you actual fear. Now, I guess if you're like me, you're afraid of that stuff, it will. But it's just like my favorite horror movies like Jaws and Alien because that just hurts to watch. But it's almost odd because I remember when I was younger that a lot of people I knew would have like those fake butcher knives that were just like filled with the fake blood. So like you move it up and down like. And like you'd see like the syrupy blood on the knife. Jason and a lot of people were Jason. Wins. I just never understood because I'm just like, what parents are allowing their kids to watch Friday the 13th and all these other movies? And I guess it makes a bit of sense because I'm okay with like if I had kids, I'd be like okay with them watching Kill Bill as long as they knew what they were watching was fake. Ghostface was also a big thing for the time. I'm not trying to reference that because we're going against Ermac, and there was a leak saying that Ghostface was DLC for MK1.
Well. Round 1.
Great introduction. Top tier right there. What I wonder what this year's Halloween costume is going to be. A lot of people are saying that it's going to be Barbie and Ken as couple costumes, but I never really like couple costumes. Okay, there's 2 versions of Halloween that you can either, actually 3. And I think Halloween has like this new tendency for adults where it's just like they just dress up in adult costumes. By all means, you do you.
Fight.
Sorry, I have a bit of the sniffles today. We'll go with it and he's like, okay. My plan is to get coffee, not coffee, I'm going to get some hot cocoa soon to hopefully clear up those sinuses. I was just not. Today was not my day because I was like up really late editing. It's Halloween, what can you do? It's a big edit day. For stuff. Take that. I hope you all are enjoying our 13 hours of Halloween content because it's always fun to do. I like trying to find more unique ways of handling it, like different themes, and
Jason wins.
this one doesn't really have a theme, I suppose, because we're not reviewing the Friday the 13th movies or the Predator movies, but we are reviewing Alien, which is fun. I like the Alien movies. The first 2 were great. I'm not going to watch any of the other ones because I heard nothing but bad things. But yeah, let's go against Farah and Tor. This should be a fun battle. Not sarcastic. This should generally be fun.
You don't scare we.
2 hulking figures versus one another. This should be fun. Oh, it's literally just the lackey version. Okay, so it's not even Farah that's battling. It's just Tor. Ow. Take that, Tor. You will feel the pain. Okay, that didn't quite work. Ow, boy. Ow. Please don't be doing that. Don't be doing that. There we go. We did it with Jason. Farrah's just kind of like, I really am liking playing as Jason because he's just a fun,
Round 2.
great character. He's actually pretty good in this. I'm surprised how like strong he is. Like he doesn't. Like, he's definitely an up-close character, which I could get if you don't really like close characters, and he probably isn't for you. If I had to guess, like, who's going to be a, range character, it's going to be, of the DLC characters? I don't really know. But I actually want to know in the comment section below, because it's kind of, like, my first time, like, doing commentary for these Halloween 13-hour stuff. What are you guys doing for Halloween? My family plan is normally just getting pizza because we like eating pizza on Halloween, and we just watched some movies. Last year we watched Tom Cruise's Mummy and The Addams Family.
Jason wins.
So you can't go wrong with the first Addams Family movie. It's great. That feels really odd that that's the specificity for Jason, but I'm not really surprised. This year I'm going to try and do the Batman because the Batman is set on Halloween. The first kill is on Halloween. So I kind of want that to be our new tradition. I'm trying to watch that at least every October, but yeah.
My children grow restless.
Round
Jason could just care less about Devore, and I don't blame him because Devore is nasty. I don't think Jason talks that much. I know the actor who played him is in Practical Joker's the movie. I didn't know about that until I watched the Practical Joker's after party, where I think the coin flip did not go well because they haven't done a single episode since they do the coin flip with Patty Jenkins, which I thought was a good episode. I really did like him just talking around and having fun. But that was before the separation of Joe Gatto. I'm going to miss Joe all the way. I really hope they do a Halloween episode of Practical Jokers down the line.
Round 2.
I know it feels really... Because we did do an Evil Dead episode because they had, what's his name? Ow. Oh, Devora's using her powers. That is no good. Because they had an Evil Dead episode. Ugh, again, that just freaks me out more than it probably should. Sorry, they had an Evil Dead episode with Bruce Campbell, which I didn't like because it's just like they were referencing Evil Dead 2, not Evil Dead 1. Evil Dead 2 is the one with the chainsaw thing, and I think that Hugh should have known that. It just feels odd that he wouldn't know that. He used the stranglehold. That feels rewarding because I just hate Devora. I saw on this post of someone being like, yeah, what character do you think never returns in Mortal Kombat? And I was just like, I really hope Kotal and Devora never returns. Because I really hate Devora. Devora gives me the heebie-jeebies more than Kotal. Kotal I can understand. I could argue for Kotal. But I'll never argue for, for Devora. But yeah, there's recently this leak of MK1 stuff. Predator's going to be the next video. I should specify this. Next up will be Predator. I almost said tomorrow. Because I'm so used to this being like, okay, tomorrow, but Predator is the next video because we're taking a look at all the DLC guest characters here on Halloween because they're all horror film characters.
Round 1.
So I didn't watch a bit of Predator, but I'm going to talk about more about Predator on the next part. And you're like, you should have watched the whole thing. It's like, I really couldn't. Predator is this really dull movie. I personally don't care for it. But that's just my thought process, is Jason just beats you up. This Halloween is going to be interesting for this content. I can't wait for the Leatherface video to, out. Oh, you trapped me, I forgot. You're going to skin me alive. I know how things work. I don't know. I was debating, should I even use my super here? But it's like, no, we're going to win. Ow. I say that and then we don't at all. But there we go. Jason wins. Because he's all ready to win.
Round 2. Fight.
Let's go. That did not work out as planned. Out. Incredibly not. Predator is just really good setting those traps. Ow. Anyway, take that and ow. Predator's doing a ton of damage. I'm just missing the problem. I need to get up close and personal. As soon as I just kill. But the nice part is Jason does have this like second chance ability where if he does die, he'll be resurrected, which again is like every horror film character. I'm just gonna do it because it just would help us. Anyway, where was I on my train of thought? Halloween movies. What's your guys' favorite Halloween movies? Tell me in the comment section below. If there's Halloween movies you want me to cover down the line, not like Halloween, unless you want me to cover Halloween. John Carpenter's Halloween, I could be talked into it. I would have to watch it before I could review it. Same with Fred. A lot of movies, like, you talk me into watching it. Whether or not I'll review it is a question of whether or not I'll review it. That was an odd sentence, but I did level up. Okay. Got money. Okay, sorry. It's just, I know it's an odd sentence, but it's just like whatever. I would have to watch it first, and if I decide to review it, depending on what I saw, I would do it. Oh, Johnny Cage. This should be interesting to see what he says. I don't know a lot about, I haven't watched any of the Friday the 13th movies, so I can't be like, oh, that's a quote from the movie.
Here you go, lucky boy.
Round 1.
I could totally believe, like, in this universe, a young Johnny Cage was in these slasher movies. Like, he was probably a victim or a bully. Like, it's always, so there's, like, these cliches of the horror movies, like the, I don't want to say slut, but the woman who sex a lot is always going to kill, like, the virgin always lives, and the, one who just, like, accepts sex is going to die. It's just a trope of these stuff, and there's always, like, they always separate. It's almost like Scooby-Doo. There was actually a Robot Chicken spoof of Scooby-Doo where they were essentially at Camp Crystal Lake, and they got the movie actors. Sarah Jessica Parker? No, Sarah Michelle Gellar. Sorry. Names, they are so similar. But I would totally believe that Johnny Cage would be like a murder victim in one of these movies. Like, you know how Kevin Bacon, is it Kevin Bacon or Johnny Depp? I think it's, oh, I'm gonna feel so stupid. It's either one of the two, but either it's Kevin, I don't want to say Kevin Bacon or Johnny Depp. I feel like it's Johnny Depp now that I say it. It's Johnny Depp. Was in Nightmare on Elm Street, and he was one of the victims. I think he was the most iconic scene that you've seen if you watched Nightmare on Elm Street, which is the death in the pool. Not death in the pool, death in the bath. It's going to be Kodo, Goro, and then Shinnok, if you're wondering, like, what's the plan of attack there? But yeah, it tends to be what happens.
Who are you?
Great conversation there, Jason. He says nothing. I believe Jason's been to hell. It wouldn't surprise me because Jason is a again, I don't know the lore of Jason, so you can't be like, oh yes, Jason is from hell. I'm just like, cool, you could have told me otherwise. That's not trying to be facetious, it's just like, I believe that he's been in hell because he's been resurrected many times. Oh wow, we're just beating the crap out of Kodo, which is great, but it was not a flawless victory. I think we got hit once. But all things considered, that was a pretty good fight.
Round 2. Fight.
Yeah, I guess Jason is like the peak of horror movie villains because he is very silent, which is what you need. Again, I think what works for a horror movie villain is either they need to be able to scare you. I think Jason can be scary. Again, oh, that's a great combo. His even his hockey master is so iconic. Actually, I do want to watch Tucker and Dale versus Evil. I know it feels odd, but it's a horror movie. It's a comedy that a friend of mine has recommended, and I just haven't watched in all these years. I've seen like the first 20 minutes, and it's freaking hilarious. I do want to watch more of it. I think I talked maybe some of my friends into watching it because it's a comedy and it's Halloween in October.
Jason
So yeah,
wins.
we went against Jason. Yay. I was like, is our White Lotus gonna go up? But it did not. Cool. One monster against another as we go against Goro, the four-armed figure. So yeah. There's a segment in I'll get into this after the intro, but there's a segment where they parody Friday the 13th.
You challenge me? Round 1. Fight.
So I was watching Tucker and Dale vs. Evil, and I thought it was really good because the whole premise is these teenagers that go to the woods and they meet these hillbillies. And it's like revealed these hillbillies are like really nice people, Tucker and Dale. I forget which one is which. It's kind of like the Bill and Ted situation where you could like easily replace one with the other, but even though they have different stories. Like, oh, which one is it? Like one of them wants a girlfriend or something, or he's just like, why won't they accept me? And the other one's Alan Tudyk. But they live in this like cabin in the woods, and these teenagers go there, and they think that they killed one of their friends, and so they're trying to stop them. And then there's one moment where I want to say Alan Tudyk's character, ow, you broke Jason's leg. Okay. Where he is basically ow, chopping up some woods with a chainsaw. And the hockey mask and then some bees show up, and then it ruins, and then he appears to go after the teen. But then the teen is running because he's trying to get away from the murderer, and then he impales himself on this tree, and it's a really gruesome image, but it's also really funny because the whole joke is that they think that Tucker and Dale are the ones that are doing the killing, but they're really not. And so, because of that, it just continues on. It's like this continuous game of cat and mouse. And I do want to watch Tucker and Dale versus Evil all the way through, but I'm really addicted to Ash versus Evil Dead right now. It came to Hulu. I'm liking it so far. But let's go up against Shinnok.
Jason Voorhees.
So they just pay Troy Baker like $60 million. I don't know what his actors cost in all honesty, so I'm not gonna be like $60 million. The Troy Baker's. Oh yeah, can we talk about this? I'm sorry, this is a quick tangent. I saw online that they were doing like these charity things, where like celebrities who like read your phone book or like do the crossword with you for $6 million. What the hell? I wonder if anyone like actually paid for it. But anyway, I do want to watch Tucker and Dale. I do like comedies that kind of mock the horror genre. Again, because I'm not the biggest horror genre
Round 2. Fight.
fan. I do like it. I was talking with a friend, and we think that like parody movies really understand the genre more than anything else. Like, if you want to know, like, if you're trying to learn, I think this is what I would do. I'm not a film professor, but if I was a film professor, I really do want to. I know a film professor. I took many film classes, but I would ask them, like, do you ever show like parodies? of stuff? And I think the answer would be yes, because I know that feels odd asking, because I watch What We Do in the Shadows for a monster class, and the thing is, you have to almost watch these parodies to understand, because the parodies understand the genre more, because they understand, like, you can almost look at it and pick out the cliches from it, because they understand what makes it funny or what works in it, and they play it for jokes. So yeah, that's my 2 cents on that. I would definitely, if I was teaching like you're talking about, it's just like, because that's how I got introduced to Tucker and Dale. When my friend was like, yeah, if you watch Tucker and Dale, they play on all the motifs of these horror movies. So I think they understand horror movies, like comedies or parodies understand horror movies, or if you're gonna learn the basics of horror movies, you should watch parodies. Which I'm okay with. It's just like parodies are almost dead. Parodies are no longer funny because you look at like epic movie and disaster movie and stuff like that, which is a disaster. But I feel bad for Matt Lautner, because Matt Lautner is a good actor. He is Anakin Skywalker in the Clone Wars. And also, can we just say this? There should not be a live-action Clone Wars show. Internet, it should not exist. Stop trying to make it happen. I really don't like it. But let's take a look at Jason's ending, because we're here.
Like Scorpion, Jason Voorhees was a revenant. A vengeful spirit returned to life. Hundreds had fallen victim to his bloodlust. Liu Kang, now ruler of the Netherrealm, took notice. An immortal killer like Jason would be useful in his plans for conquest. He drew Jason into the Netherrealm and offered him an endless bounty of slaughter in return for his allegiance. Jason's simple reply was to destroy Liu Kang.
Okay, so he's a spirit of vengeance. Good to know. So I'd like to again thank you all so much for watching this video. We had a bit of fun just talking about horror movies in general, even though I'm not the biggest horror movie fan. But this was a fun one to do. Join us next, like literally the next video after this is going to be the Predator Classic mode. Oh cool, we get going with Leatherface in this one. I hope we fight Alien too. But anyway, we'll see you guys next time when we take a look at the Predator Classic mode. Till then, bye-bye and have a safe Halloween.